Do you want to be a real estate millionaire investor? Well, if you do, I need you to listen now. I started 6 years ago with one property that was $20,000. That's right, a $20,000 property that rented for $575. I've built that from now until over 300 units in Illinois and Iowa combined. My name is Jay Leman. I am a licensed realtor and real estate investor right here in Champaign, Illinois, and I help people over the place invest in Champaign County for cash flow and appreciation and steady wealth creation. We're talking not just people in Illinois, people from all over the USA, from Hawaii to Florida, invest right here, and they do it because I'm a real estate investor that actually walks the walk and a realtor who owns properties himself, okay? 6 years ago in 2018, I decided I wanted to be a real estate investor, but I was terrified. I didn't know what to do, who to talk to, where to buy, what kind of property to buy, what's a good deal, what's a bad deal. Does that sound familiar? If it does, drop a comment, hit the like button, because I've been there before, okay? You don't know what you don't know, and that's the scariest part, or as Mark Twain says, it ain't what I know, it's what I know that just ain't so, right? And so the property game is a complex game, and you need to find a mentor. And I was fortunate enough that I actually found a realtor before I was licensed who owned rental property, and I said, will you teach me how to buy a good property? And I looked for the cheapest market I could find. Not saying that was a good idea, this is just what I did. And I went to Danville, Illinois. And at Danville, Illinois, I bought a property for $20,000 that had a renter in there for $575. And I thought to myself, if I invest in this and buy this, it can't go down that. And there's a renter in there right now that's gonna pay the mortgage, pay the taxes, pay the expenses, and I'll be in good shape. And if they move out, I'll fix it up a little bit and maybe I can make the rent go up to $600. This was my mindset. And I thought, this is amazing. Well, I bought that first rental property, and the first one's always the toughest. After that, I ended up buying 6 more properties in the next month or two because I was like, I can do this. Now, I went a little bit too fast. And what I mean by that is I went too fast with not a lot of mentorship. I saw that the first property worked, I got super excited, and then I started doing massive value add properties. You know, give me the cheapest thing I can find, I'm gonna fix it up. Problem is, I'm not a handy guy, and I got burned by bad contractors. I lost a lot of money, and I had poor property management. It took me a whole year and a half to really figure out how do I actually not only acquire these properties, but get them managed properly and know exactly what it takes, the money it's going to take to repair these properties to get them rent ready, meaning ready for a renter to rent them out. See, I didn't have a mentor walking me through all these steps of who the good property managers are, who the contractors I should call are, what's a good deal, what's a bad deal. Did have a realtor help me with my first couple of properties, but as far as the value add and increasing the value of those properties by fixing them up and finding a high quality tenant, I didn't understand that. And that's why I often say that real estate is like a marriage, right? And buying the property is like the wedding. It's fun. The transactions, though a very small part of that actual marriage, just like the wedding's a very small part of the marriage. To make a marriage work and make a property work, you've got to manage it, you've got to work on it, you've got to give time and energy to it, or find somebody else in the case of real estate who can do that for you. I realized really quick, I'm not a good property manager, I'm not a good general contractor. I need to find who those people are. Not how I can do it, but rather who are these people so I can start building out my real estate team so that my real estate career can have some success. That first year, it was a rocky road. Bad property management, bad general contractors, and although I broke even on my first rentals over the first year, the flips I did were utter disasters. But I learned from those mistakes, and from 2019 on, we've had success after success when it comes to real estate investing. So much so that today, I own over 300 units here in Illinois and Iowa with me and my partners. The key to that is learning the game of how do I find where to buy, what to buy, when to buy, and who do I talk to that can help me find the answers to those 3 questions. I'm the guy that can help you with all that stuff. I've been through it where I've been scared to lose money. I've lost money. I've taken the hard knocks so you don't have to. Trust me. Ask me how I know. Don't learn from your own experience. Learn from my experience, and that will accelerate your journey into being a real estate investor. I think think that Central Illinois is a great place to get started in real estate investing. And we help them all, big or small investor. If you've been investing for 30 years, great, we'll help you. You're just starting out and you want to get your first property, great, we'll help you, because we want people to tap into the generational wealth building that real estate has. 80 to 90% of the world's millionaires, or at least, in the US, got there through owning real estate, whether it be their primary residence or through investment properties. I want you to be in that list, and you can be in that list, but in order to do it, you got to get started. Always say, listen, you don't have to be good to get started, but you got to get started to get good. But here's another tip. Find somebody who's good at what you do and where you want to be at, and will help you. I'm that guy here in Central Illinois, licensed realtor with eXp Realty. Listen, I want to help you build wealth. Contact me in the comments below, give me a like, follow me, and subscribe. Let's go.